The Health Ministry on Sunday confirmed 34 new additional cases of coronavirus in South Africa, bringing the total number of COVID-19 cases to 274. Of the 274 cases, 208 (76%) have a history of travel from an area where COVID-19 is circulating. The majority of those without international travel history have had recent contact with persons who have traveled internationally. Leader of the African Christian Democratic Party, Kenneth Meshu, has announced that he has been tested for coronavirus. He said he attended the gathering in Free State where 5 people were found positive with the virus. Meshu said he had been asymptomatic since the gathering. Telkom is pledging 15 million rands in the fight to control the coronavirus. The funds will be used to support healthcare workers who are at the front line of the battle against the spread of COVID-19, particularly in South Africa's most vulnerable communities. Both the Western Cape Premier and his Health MEC have self-isolated this week. This after they were recently in contact with a diplomat who revealed he had tested positive for COVID-19. While Health MEC Nomafrench Mbombo has now been cleared, Premier Alan Wind remains at home. Indians came out onto their balconies and stood near open windows to clap, clang metal vessels and ring bells on Sunday to cheer emergency workers battling the spread of the coronavirus during a nationwide lockdown. Prime Minister Narendra Modi had asked citizens to stay indoors for a voluntary dawn-to-dusk curfew, but said they should make noise at 5 p.m. to show their appreciation for medics, nurses and sanitation workers. People responded by blowing conch shells, singing patriotic songs and banging drums. Outside, the usually bustling streets were quiet. One of the United Kingdom's leading ear, nose and throat consultants has told Sky News there are new signs for detecting COVID-19 in patients. Evidence from other countries that the entry point for the coronavirus is often in the eyes, nose and throat areas. We have also identified a new symptom, loss of sense of smell and taste, that may mean that people without other symptoms but with just the loss of this sense may have to self-isolate, again to reduce the spread of the virus.
World Health Organization's countries can't simply lock down their societies to defeat coronavirus. What we really need to focus on is finding those who are sick, those who have the virus, and isolate them, find their contacts and isolate them, Mike Ryan said. The danger right now with the lockdowns, if we don't put in place the strong public health measures now, when those movement restrictions and lockdowns are lifted, the danger is the disease will jump back up. Ryan said that the examples of China, Singapore and South Korea, which coupled restrictions with rigorous measures to test every possible suspect, provided a model for Europe, which the WHO has said has replaced Asia as the epicenter of the pandemic. The Russian military will start sending medical help to Italy from Sunday in order to help it battle the new coronavirus after receiving an order from President Vladimir Putin, Russia's defense ministry said in a statement. Putin spoke to Italian Prime Minister Giuseppe Conte on Saturday, the Kremlin said, saying the Russian leader had offered his support and help in the form of mobile disinfection vehicles and specialists to help the worst-hit Italian regions. Angola, Eritrea and Uganda confirmed their first cases of coronavirus, while Mauritius recorded its first death as the virus spreads across Africa despite measures by governments to hold it back. 2 male residents who flew back from Portugal on March 17 to 18 have tested positive, Angolan Health Minister Silvia Ludicuda said on Saturday, while Eritrea said its first case was a 39-year-old national who had arrived from Norway. Uganda's first case was announced early on Sunday by Health Minister Jane Ruthaseng. She said the man flew into the country from Dubai on Saturday and was in stable condition. More than 1,000 cases have now been reported across Africa, according to the World Health Organization.